Bob's Burgers. As you know, today is Halloween, and us Belchers really love to celebrate Halloween. Well, my kids do. I'm more of a Thanksgiving man myself. But over the years, we've had many adventures on this spooky time of year. So today, my friend Eric and I have helped rank all of our adventures from least to greatest. At the bottom of the list is last year's Halloween special, Big Trouble in Little Tina. Take it away, Eric.
Thanks, Bob. I just want to say real quick that I enjoyed all of these episodes. Just because one is on the bottom of my list doesn't mean it's bad, just that I prefer other episodes over it. Big Trouble in Little Tina is a really gross episode. In school, Tina is forced to dissect a pig fetus, and due to peer pressure, she makes fun of it. She's then filled with guilt for making fun of the fetus and is haunted by it. Meanwhile, Bob has a buildup of grossness in his ear, which Linda is trying to get out. While the B-plot of Bob and Linda certainly has its funny moments, the pig fetus is pretty gross. It didn't really feel like a Halloween episode. It was just kind of stories set around that time of year. There also weren't a ton of great jokes in this one.
Next up is the episode called Fortnite.
In this episode, the kids are stuck in a cardboard fort instead of following Candy Randy's meticulous map for trick-or-treating, while the parents are frantically making a family dragon costume. While Fortnite is a fine episode, I just don't think it quite scratches that Halloween itch I'm looking for in a Halloween special. For most of the part, the children are stuck in the fort trying to get out, and the parents are stuck in the restaurant trying to make a costume. While there are noteworthy scenes here, like Bob and Linda failing to trick-or-treat near the end of it, there wasn't a ton of engaging stuff in this episode.
Now we have full bars.
Full bars is what I'm looking for in a classic Halloween episode. The kids decide the Wonder Warf is no good for trick-or-treating, so they go to the rich island and run into troublemaking teenagers, while Bob and Linda go to Ted's Halloween party. It's much more relatable than a lot of other Bob's Halloween episodes because that's a feasible scenario you would see kids or adults in during Halloween. This can perhaps make the episode feel a little tamer than others, but I think the package as a whole is good and certainly scratches that itch.
Tina and the Full Ghost.
I think Tina and the Full Ghost has a lot of funny Belcher moments. It starts by an exterminator proclaiming a ghost is living in the Belcher's basement, and after a ceremony they trap the ghost in a shoebox, to which of course Tina starts to date. Meanwhile, Bob and Linda deal with some ghost hunters in the restaurant. While the B-plot with the parents is a little meh, I really like Tina's story arc. While she is really weird and quirky, I really like how mature she becomes during the climax of the episode. Also, Jean's Turner and Hooch costume is on point.
Moving on to Tina Witch.
Tina Witch starts with Tina wanting to win the costume contest, and eventually resorting to witchcraft to do it. Also, Bob's jack-o'-lanterns keep getting stolen. I think Billy Eichner as the librarian was hilarious, and Tina thinking she is so edgy was a great juxtaposition to her normal personality. While I have started to see a pattern that Halloween episodes are mostly focused around what the kids are up to, I think Bob's side plot was simple yet charming. It kind of reminded me of his Thanksgiving episode where he couldn't figure out who keeps putting the turkey in the toilet. Overall, a fun episode.
Next up is Nightmare on Ocean Avenue Street.
Nightmare on Ocean Avenue Street takes place when Warf Street actually sees some good trick-or-treat action. Only problem is someone is going around stealing the children's candy. The B-plot mainly consists of Ted trying to one-up his contractor competition by making the best Halloween setup. This one is great for putting you in the spirit of the season. Seeing the crowds of kids in costumes around the street, the Halloween decorations, the praise of candy, it's all so good. I love Bob's Burger episodes that feature all the school kids banding together against a greater evil. Even Ted's B-plot has a lot of great moments, like trying to make the spider decoration better by attaching chainsaws to the arms.
In second place, we have The Wolf on Warf Street.
The Wolf on Warf Street happens on a spooky, foggy Halloween night where a wolf is allegedly roaming around. So Linda takes the kids trick-or-treating while Ted is tasked with watching Bob because he's wonky on pain medication. I think Bob Belcher shines the most when he's talking to himself or going crazy. Seeing that otherwise low-energy man psych himself up is always hilarious. It's also nice seeing Linda with the kids on Halloween for a change. Paul F. Tompkins is a great addition with his character Randy, and the little bits of fish odor nonsense was the icing on top. You can't go wrong with this episode if you want some laugh-out-loud moments.
And finally, we have Eric's favorite episode, The Haunting.
After several years, this still remains to be my favorite episode. After Louise claims she can't be scared and really wants to be, the Belchers set out to make a haunted house for her, which ends up being terrible. That is until some actual spooky stuff starts to happen. There are a ton of great quotes in this one, like Gene whispering to Bob that he's having a really good childhood while they're hiding in the bathroom. It's fun having a whole Halloween episode with the whole family together. I think without a B-plot, they were able to really dive into the story. It has a lot of charming family back and forth that really shows off each character. If you were to introduce someone to Bob's Burger episodes, I think this might be the one to do it, even if it isn't Halloween.
Well, there you have it. All Bob's Burgers Halloween specials ranked from least to greatest. Of course, we couldn't do this year's Halloween special because it's not airing until tomorrow, but I'm sure it will be number 1. Anyway, let us know your ranking in the comments down below. That should be it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!